We always talk on the show how many exciting things are happening in St. Pete, Tampa Bay throughout, and we're so lucky to live here. One of the newest exciting things that I've always wanted to try is to hop aboard the Cross Bay Ferry, and lucky enough we were able to do it today, and we're not at it alone either. We invited a special guest along with us. Of course, I am talking about St. Pete Mayor Rick Kriseman. I'm so excited to talk with you, Rick. I've just always admired the work that you've done from afar, so it's a treat to have you here on the boat today. And this is kind of your baby. I know you're excited about this Cross Bay Ferry just as Tampa Bay is as well.
I love this. I love this boat. You know, we're communities surrounded by water, and for us to not have been using water as a means of transportation was really kind of, when you think about it, it was nuts. And so what better way to get from St. Pete to Tampa or Tampa to St. Pete than on a boat where you can relax, you can do work if you want to do it, but honestly, why wouldn't you want to enjoy the beautiful scenery, maybe have a glass of wine or a beer or a mixed drink and have something to eat? What a great way to get back and forth.
And the trial period, I know, went so well that you got the boat back over here for us to enjoy for a few more months. Yes. And what's been really neat is to see him actually thank the people aboard. You can tell this is so passionate for you to be able to do this. And people need to come out, whether it's commuting or, of course, enjoying this, because this is a great way to travel.
It is. And that's the thing is, I want this to come back next year and the year after that and to keep coming back. And the only way that happens is if people actually ride the ferry. So we want people, please, come out, enjoy this. You'll feel like you're on vacation. I mean, what a great way to go to a Rays game, to go to a Lightning game. You can't beat it. You don't have to sit in traffic on the Gandy or the Howard Franklin, cursing and being frustrated. Instead, you can sit back and have a drink and relax and enjoy yourself.
And you know, it's also a great way to see the construction of the pier. I was not here, I was not living in the area when the old pier existed, so I was able to see a completely new element. You said you loved hearing the drills working away. It's really a great way to see the progress. Where does it stand?
It is. It's, you know, this is going to be a really transformational pier. The city is, we've always had a pier in our history, but we've never had anything quite like this. I mean, it's always been you drive out on a long road to the end and there's the pier. And before that, all there was is parking lots. It's going to be very different. Now, there'll still be a road going out there, but on the way out there, you'll hit a marine exploration center. When you get out to the pier, you can have lunch in the cafe, you can go up and have dinner in the restaurant, and afterwards, you can have some drinks up on the roof at Pier Tiki. But then when you come back, your kids have something to do because we'll have a huge splash pad, we'll have a playground that's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen, another restaurant there in the Uplands area, there'll be a pavilion, and of course a world-class piece of artwork by Janet Eckelman. It's going to be fabulous. We're looking at trying to do something end of the year, beginning of the year, but you know, time will tell. We just want to make sure though that what we get is something that makes all of us in the entire region, but certainly here in St. Pete, really proud, and it's a place that our residents are going to want to keep coming back to, and it's family friendly. You
know, one of the things that I've really respected about you, and I kind of want to get your take, is your demeanor, because there's been a lot of talk, you know, the whole race thing has been drug out. You've always been so calm, so cool, so collected, and always had the goodness of St. Pete at heart. How have you been able to do that? Because again, I really respect that for you, and I know there's always so many ups and downs with it all, but you've always handled everything so well.
Well, first off, thank you. You know, I've been in politics now in different capacities for 18 years. And one of the things I've learned during all my time in is you're never going to make everybody happy. It's impossible. You know, the goal is really to try and do what you think's the right thing and that benefit the most people. And if you do that and you believe in what you're doing, it makes it a whole lot easier. You know, you can tell when someone who's an elected official is doing something that they don't believe in, or they're doing it because they want to get reelected, or they're doing it for some other reason other than for the right reasons, because they can't talk about it honestly, and you know, and it shows. It shows on their face, it shows in their demeanor. You know, I just try and do the right thing. It's always been my philosophy.
Just kind of wrap your arms around what this next year's looking like, because again, it just speaks to your passion to have all of these wonderful things happening right here.
Well, we always have great events like the Grand Prix, and wonderful museums. Arts and culture are really a part of who we are as a city, but we also recognize the challenges. So a lot of my time is going to be focused on facing our challenges head on, whether it's transportation or it's housing that's affordable, and obviously climate change, living here on the water, surrounded by water. we are a community, as is Tampa, that has to address it. We are committed to addressing it, and we're going to make a difference.
I get it. Well, again, St. Pete just seems like it's making a difference all around. Always wonderful things around. Thanks for doing this today.
Thank you for coming out here and enjoying this with us.
And based on the dolphins and everything, I think we need to stop this interview so we can go out and see more. What do you say?
I'm all for that.